I'm Michael Voyage of Voyage Funeral Home. One of the questions that I get asked most often is, why do you not charge for the death of a child, the death of an infant, the death of a baby? And I'm going to answer that question for you. But it's a story that goes back a little ways. You see, before I was a funeral director, I was a DJ living a total different life. And I knew I needed to change my life and change the way I was doing things, the people I was hanging out with. And I was searching for my purpose in life. I did a lot of praying and a lot of soul searching. And deep in my heart, I knew I wanted to become a funeral director. The chances of that were very slim, as becoming a funeral director is almost impossible. It's like you have to know someone or be a family member to get connected in this type of business. In 1998, we walked through the doors at 220 Hespler. As I walked through those doors, I made a deal with my higher power, who I believe is God. And the deal went something like this: Lord, as I walk through these doors, if you open doors for me and you allow things to happen and you help me pay for the bills and you help me cover expenses, in return, I'll never charge for one of your little angels that passes away, the death of a child. Years later, we're still not charging for the death of a child. And it's all because of that deal that we made. See, Kubler-Ross wrote a book. It's called Death and Dying. And it talks about the 5 stages of death and dying. And one of those stages is bargaining. And that's what I did. I bargained with God. Until today, he's answered my prayers. This week alone, we've done the death of 4 children, whether they're infants or babies or young adults. We don't charge a family a single penny. We do everything from our hearts. We provide pastors, we provide our services, everything we do for absolutely free. You see, the death of a child is the hardest thing anyone can ever experience. And it's hard as a funeral director. You need to go home to your own families afterwards, after you dealt with such a tragic death. See, it's not the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to live to bury our parents. Our parents aren't supposed to be burying us at such young ages. And that's a story that goes back years ago on why we don't charge for children. And I'll tell you right now, it's in my heart never to charge for children. See, our job as funeral directors are to comfort those that need to be comforted and do unto others as we would want done unto ourselves. And I never wish a death like that to anyone. I pray every child to be healthy and to live a long, long life. But unfortunately, things happen. And there's no explanation for it. But I believe as a funeral director in having faith, and tomorrow is a new day. And that's why at Voyage Funeral Home, the staff, the funeral directors, donate their time to try and comfort that family through its most terrible loss, the death of a child. I'm Michael Voyage of Voyage Funeral Home.